To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. What's going on, guys? Team 321 here with you all back to some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, we have gotten our objective, and now it is time for us to continue on with the main story for right now. There are many things for us to do in this world. We can decide to go fight Ganon right now and finish the game as is, or we can go and do other story objectives that will help us get the true ending of the game, which is obviously going to be the path that I'm going to be taking on this adventure. I'm currently doing a post-commentary portion of this because I was saying a few things that might not be good to say right now just because of editing time and everything. But the first thing you want to do is obviously follow your path on to wherever you want to go. You can go around the world to collect any of the shrines that popped up from getting the first tower. You can even go around and complete the entire map if you so desire. The choice is up to you, but for 100% and Let's Play's sake, I'm going to be following a strict path that I always take whenever I want to play, whenever I want to go and beat this game. And 100% wise, we have seen towers, shrines, a bit of side questing, and Korok seeds. Every shrine is counted towards 100%. Every main story mission is counted for 100% too. Anything that has a major cutscene in it as well will also count towards 100%. And the one thing that doesn't count towards 100% throughout this whole entire adventure is the amount of quests you take. Doesn't matter how much armor you have, doesn't matter how many quests you decide to take on. The side quests will not count towards 100%, but the Koroks do. And since this is 100% playthrough, I will be showcasing everything off. I don't remember if I said this again because I'm recording this literally just the day of the episode, and I pre-recorded the first few episodes of this game like a month or two ago, so a lot of thought and process has been taken into this, but I know what I need to do. I know when and where I need to do it. Not everything goes according to schedule, but it will hopefully turn out pretty enjoyable for you guys to watch. I've mentioned this before already, but I do want to skip some of the adventuring aspect of the game just because it's an open world game. It is only best to experience it by yourself, and also just for the sake of time, for the sake of the time of the episode. So those are the ground rules I put down for this playthrough, and we'll deal with all of the non-DLC stuff first, and then we'll move on to DLC stuff afterwards. But defeating Ganon will be our absolute last task. Oof. Bow's not that powerful. I'm looking for an enemy that has a shield right now, because I really want a shield before I move out of the Great Plateau. Can I get a crit? No, but two arrows with a traveler's bow, and you get to kill a boar with a raw meat. This is what you needed to do. You needed to come over to this side of the Great Plateau to get the warm doublet. I don't know how to pronounce it. To make a recipe to get the warm doublet from the king in disguise. But since I knew exactly what I needed to do, I didn't really need to go for it. So, there are many things that we still can do around the Great Plateau, as in Korok seeds, and just because I want to finally 100% this game, I will be going for all Korok seeds in this playthrough. Yet again, 900 in total. Ugh. But what I wanted to do is get like a high vantage point so we can go gliding off into the distance. Our path lines us up over there, and we can see another tower from this distance. So let's go. But I think the first thing I want to do is to... Oh. Okay. Hyrule Kingdom. And that's what... No, I'm in the kingdom, but the actual castle's over here. I don't know the whole freaking kingdom castle thing. Come over here, get this chest. You could roam around there. You can find lots of rusty weapons over there, but what I want to do, actually, is to go over here, because we have an enemy camp. For the time being, I believe enemy camps are our best bet. He's gonna... Well, that was fun. One thing I don't like is that when certain enemies don't have when certain enemies don't have bows, they will like scrounge around for rocks. And oh boy, is it annoying for... Actually, I want this to not be there. Soup ladle! Kill him with the soup! Alright. Area is done. But again, like I said before, enemy camps are very useful. Well, some are, because you can find enemy camps that have pretty good weapons lying around, as well as sometimes running into a little cooking pot. Sadly, I didn't run into one. No way. Oh. I thought there was something else here. This is a moblin. This game's variant of a moblin is very tall, as you can see. And we get to learn a new secret tactic, if I can do it. Sneak strike! Major damage to an enemy if you manage to sneak up to them. And like, in some situations, you don't even need to be sneaky. Because you can literally just walk up behind an enemy, and as long as they haven't noticed you, you can actually get a sneak strike out. Ah! Timed that wrong. I'm gonna take that Moblin Club, though. And yeah, easy kills. Oh, I hate these guys, actually. The sooner we get to stronger enemies, the later I'm gonna have to explain. And these freaking forest Octoroks are annoying. It sees me from all the way over there. Huh? Octox are so annoying in this game. Just because they also, like... Just because their aiming is always dead on, because they always predict where you go. So they always... They aim for where you're going to be instead of aiming for where you're at. Which is weird for a starting enemy. But, whatever. And look at this, you can see the bokoblins hunting. I actually like this little detail here. Because you would rarely see... Okay. You would rarely see, like, enemies go for food in certain video games. So, this right here is just fun to watch. They can't even get the boar! They don't know how to hunt! That did nothing. Farming hoe. A mop. I can't hold a mop. Because it's right here. First of all, I'm going to take this iron sledgehammer to break some of this ore. We get flint. Flint is another way for us to generate fire. All we need is just wood, flint, and something to like smack it with, aka like any weapon that can create spark upon impact certain objects. A little bit of physics in here, and it just starts a fire. Mark that off on our map. Come over here. Change the pin to a stamp. Oh, they're both stamps. They both count as stamps, whatever. Because we would need to explore that area over there soon enough, but not yet. We have our next shrine and something here. Like I said before, every shrine has its own skew, and you don't really need to learn any new shrines if you're doing a speedrun in this game, just because you have to, you know, go to every single shrine and learn every single shrine skew. The wind guides you. Paraglide all the way to this chest over here so we can get ourselves amber. I was hoping to just give me a weapon. Alright, but anyways. While I'm like using like half of my brain power to figure out like where all the chests are at this shrine, I do want to like mention one thing that I love about playing this game, and it's the fact of like how you utilize your environments to help. Okay, I didn't do that right. You utilize your environments to help like make your situation better in combat, because there are a lot of things you can do that combat-wise in this game that I find really interesting and fun to do. And our claymore should be way better than any axe now. But like the fact that you have like different forms of combat and like one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, and spears, and then we can utilize like different forms of fighting with like your runes and everything, aka just your bomb and maybe magnesis. You can utilize magnesis too, and I'll show off my amiibos later. But combat is just a very fun thing in this game for me. It's the same way too how I shouldn't have skipped. It's the same way too how I love the combat and the Age of Calamity spin-off for Breath of the Wild. Because it's so fun to like fight enemies, use like all your knowledge in the game to give you the advantage in battle. Because if you fight an enemy that you probably shouldn't fight until you get stronger weapons, then it's really fun to see how this is going to take a while. Purple rupee! We got currency, and I'm going to utilize our bombs to kill myself. No, I forgot the throw button was actually not Smash Bros related. I'm used to the Smash Bros variant of Link. But we're going to utilize our bombs to go fishing. So we can get ourselves a mighty carp. So as well as like food you find in the area to like give you like special effects, we can also use like various bugs, creatures all over the place just to give ourselves some effects while going through the area. Okay. That would have been bad if I drowned in knee-high water. Take this block right here. Get yourself a little Korok mission done. There's another place you can get a Korok seed over there on the top right. Those little rocks over there. And there's probably some more stuff over here. Yeah. Going fishing is probably like one of the best things you could ever do as well. Just be... This is not the Korok seed I was talking about. Going fishing is probably one of the best strategies too, especially if you use bombs. Because fishing by itself is a very difficult task. Especially if you're just going to jump into the water and have nothing to fish with. But also, so the fact that it's like rushing water as well. I can't carry any more shields. Okay. How are you alive? You're in water. There we go. Enemies die instantly in water that's too high for them. So, yeah, enemies should die in water. That's all I can say. But yeah. Fishing is probably like the best thing you can do at an early stage of this game, just because we're near lots of water and because of this cooking pot. I'm actually going to sit here for a bit and start cooking some food. So I'll be right back. You can go over here and select the recipes for any food that you want to keep. It's a nice little thing you can do. And I've actually made myself not only a small bit of healing. Where is it? I'll eat that later. But yeah, I made myself a hasty mushroom skewer. Freaking rushrooms. We got stamina stuff. Of course, the bee honey also gives you stamina. Like, read the description for items you collect, because you never know, like, the items you go and get that can give you like increased attack power, increasing stamina, recovering stamina. There's even food that can help you increase your defense, health, and resistances. And another thing I want to mention. Let me take this hightail lizard, this hot-footed frog, and some monster parts. We take these together and cook them inside of a pot. Now, this would be disgusting, but the music gives us a hint that it was actually something good. If we take creatures around the area and combine them with monster parts, we get elixirs. We can make ourselves some potions to increase our effects. I didn't mean to drink that. Well, we have speed 2 for the next 6 minutes. And I'm out of stamina. Don't worry, we have a stamina increasing food. Use this combining with the trick, it's amazing. I'm gonna go back to collect our Korok seed later when I go collect all the Korok seeds. But we talked to this man here, Brigo. I may be someone used to seeing bad omens by now, but that, well, let's just say it's better than most. We're doomed. I mean, don't panic. Sorry, who are you? Have we met? Well, it doesn't matter who you are, really. I was getting tired of talking to myself, so you've come at a good time. By the by, those strange things that popped out of the ground, did you see them? I'm not talking about mushrooms here, I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. And that's not the only strange thing that's happened. Those long deserted shrines suddenly started glowing. You know what this means, don't you? The end is here! With all this craziness happening, I've been keeping an eye on that thing. Just to see if it suddenly starts moving, you know? What thing? I'm talking about that guardian, of course. Haven't you heard the old stories about Hyrule? See that thing over there? The one that's shaped like an overturned urn? That is what I'm talking about. Did you know some of them can move? One of them chased me down and tried to kill me. This one here? No, it was a different one. That one was closer to the castle, but before the forest. When they spot you, they shoot blue beams of light at you. Man, I was so sure that was the end for me. I was prepared for the worst. But I somehow managed to escape into the nearby woods. You think it was my lightning-fast reflexes that saved me? Ha! I wish. Truth is, I just got lucky. Anyway, I hear guardians like that still wander around Hyrule Castle. Be careful. Yeah. But the guardian doesn't actually interest me right now. Those enemies over there interest me. Wait a minute! Please think about what you're doing! I'm young, but you're even younger. I'm trying my best out here, but I get the feeling you're going to end up trying even harder in this world. That's the feeling I get when I look at your face. But maybe I'm nuts. You're fine, just don't be so careless. There are too many enjoyable things in the world to gamble you with your life. Man, don't ever do something like that again, got it? You almost give me a heart attack, seriously. I'll stay here and chat with you for a bit if you like. I need directions. Where do you want to go? Kakariko Village. I see. Kakariko is that way. On the other side of the dueling peaks, there's a stable. Stop there and ask someone for further directions. Ask me whatever you want. I'm happy to chat with you for a while. Nah, I think I'm good. Let's wish each other good luck. We'll need it. So yeah, Brigo, he's a bro. But I think we're going to scare him a little bit. I don't know if I was close enough to trigger him. Ooh. Perfect. I don't know if I was close enough to trigger him at all. Don't you run! Give me that. A soldier's broadsword, which I'm not going to use, because I'm trying to use all my weaker weapons first. There we go. Easy chest to get. I love it too when the game like gives you like easier ways to fight through enemies that you probably don't want to fight. That was a terrible shield surfing location. And a soldier's bow. But my inventory is full. Again. Usually when you come over to where they're camping at, they may have like spears with fish on them and stuff. thought I can get some free food. But I can get a free something. Let me get rid of Rusty Claymore just in case the spear is better. It probably isn't because of the attack damage, but this is a throwing spear. Of course it is, because what else would it be? I've already collected this, but there's a little mark on the top left of the icon, which is critical hit. Basically, I believe at the end of every combo you do with this spear, it will have a critical hit at the end. So guarantee double damage by the end of the combo. But I really don't care for it. Oh my goodness! I'm not even going to give them the chance. But I do want those octo balloons. I thought the stream was going to be like even faster, but I guess not. You have to see that Octorok still drop fish. Like, why wouldn't they drop fish though? I want this. Armored carp. I'm actually going to utilize this speed a little bit more. Because if we go up to this log, we can find ourselves a little flower here. Follow on the trail of flowers, avoiding boulders and everything. Grab some blue nightshade, stealth increasing flower. Did I pick up all of them? Guess I did. No, that's not what I pressed. No. Right over here, once the flower reaches white, once the flower is white, that's the end, and we found another Korok. And if we keep going further up here, there's actually another Korok seed opportunity here. And some smoke. 3 trees are lined up here, and one has more apples than the other. As you can see, these 2 trees have apples on the top branch, not the very top. Oh, how am I going to do this? 'Cause I think those are like, I think those apples are way too close. Okay, hold on. Grab that. Top apple, and there we go. Another Korok seed. There's some smoke down here, though, which I'm kind of curious about. Which I'm not going to explore yet, because we got this over here. Sadly, our speed upgrade doesn't increase our... Well, actually, it does increase our climbing speed. Hold on. Silver rupee. 100 rupees. And we found Gyro? Hey, you a traveler? Grab a spot by the fire if you like. I'm a traveling merchant. Name's Gyro. Nice to meet you. Crazy times we live in, eh? I go into the forest all on my own to get my wares. But there are far safer ways to get them, such as buying from travelers like you. So, do you happen to have any interest, anything rare you'd be interested in selling? Great, let's see what you got. So, our first form of a shop, and it's not really a shop, it's a merchant. There's nothing significant about me selling to him, but I want some more rupees for later. And I want to save my ruby. Oh, he does sell to me. I'm stupid. Well, it was a good thing I did sell to him. Because we can get some arrows. There's some rock salt. I don't really care for rock salt right now. The swift carrot I do care for. And the hardy truffles. Even the areas near civilization are full of monsters these days. Just strolling through the woods can be dangerous. You be careful, you hear? Silent Shroom. More silent. More stealth upgrades. There we go. Have we even found a green rupee yet? So I think we found all forms of rupee that this game has, except for a green one. Want to see something cool? And we get that arrow back. Hearty truffles. We're cooking 2 of these. We're cooking 1 of these. Hearty truffles. If you cook them, they'll give you. First of all, they recover you fully. Oh my god. And they give us temporary hearts. That's why I only cooked 1. So not only will you get a free full heal, you also get like a 5th heart. And I only cooked 1 of them just because I want to save hearty truffles, because this effect as well as the other foods can get stacked. Alright, this might get noisy, but drop the bomb. They didn't hear it. Okay. Pick up this rock for a Korok seed. Iron sledgehammer to break these ores. There was a rare ore up there too, which gives us a guarantee rare mineral. I don't know if it's guaranteed 2 or 1, but it's a guarantee for rare minerals. Just know that. Okay, that was really bad. That was really bad. A soldier shield. Okay, so I'm dropping that. And actually, I'm going to drop this too. Just because I think the rusty shield has more durability. Oh, they're all dead. What I wanted to do was go over here. Have another tower to climb. It doesn't operate like a ladder, so once you run out of stamina, you will have to fall back down. And honestly, I should have actually gotten the stamina upgrade instead of the health increase. But whatever. It's fine. And finally, up the tower. That took an hour. Not to get up the tower, just this session, because I got sidetracked a lot. But finally here. Right on time, I guess. And there we go. The Dueling Peaks region has been added. And the Sheikah Slate also has an update. So now we have the ability to detect shrines. The Sheikah sensor is probably one of the most amazing features of this game. We'll talk about that way later because there's more upgrades we'll be getting for the Sheikah Slate. But sadly, this will be the last one we get from unlocking a tower, so whatever. It's fine. Search for shrines by moving in the direction with the strongest signal. So there with the strongest signal is over here inside the Dueling Peaks. But we will explore that area in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. I don't know why, I just feel inclined to say the full name of the game to properly end off the episode of one part of the game, which is weird, but whatever. We got the Sheikah sensor, so now we can be able, so now we're able to detect any shrines in our way, so we don't have to look for them like we used to on the Great Plateau. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, and all. I'm going back to my old voice, my outro by accident, but whatever. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, my gamers!